Fellas, listen up. There are some things you should never do with a woman if you want to earn her respect and build a strong connection. Too many guys make these mistakes without even realizing it. They're stuck in their ways, stuck in their feelings, and wondering why they can't hold onto a high-value woman. Women have a different operating system than us. They experience the world differently, and that's okay. But to navigate that world successfully, you need the right map. You need to understand what makes them tick, what turns them off, and what makes them run for the hills. Today I'm breaking down the 9 things men should absolutely avoid when dealing with women. Let's go. Number 1 on the list, and this should go without saying, but fellas, stop being insecure. Insecurity is like a bad cologne. It's instantly repulsive. Confidence is attractive, but insecurity is a one-way ticket to the friend zone. Checking her phone shows you don't trust her. Why is she even with you? Questioning her every move screams low self-esteem. A high-value woman won't tolerate that behavior. She's looking for a man who trusts her. Past trauma is no excuse. Address your insecurities head on. Build your confidence. Believe in yourself, and that's incredibly attractive. Next up, we need to talk about respect. Specifically, respecting her opinions. A lot of men, and I've seen this time and time again, feel the need to dominate conversations, to always be right. They dismiss a woman's thoughts and opinions, or worse, constantly try to correct her. Women are intelligent, insightful creatures. They appreciate a man who listens, a man who values their perspective, even if he doesn't agree with everything they say. Remember, a relationship is a two-way street. It's about give and take, about understanding and appreciating different viewpoints. When you shut down a woman's opinions, you're not just disrespecting her, you're stifling the relationship's growth. You're creating an environment where she feels unheard, unvalued, and eventually she's going to look for that validation somewhere else. So how do you show respect? Listen actively, engage with her thoughts, and for God's sake, if you disagree, do it respectfully. Moving on to number 3, and this one is crucial, gentlemen. You need to understand that women connect emotionally first, then physically. They crave emotional intimacy, and if you're not willing to meet her there, you're going to have a problem. Too many men brush off a woman's feelings, dismissing them as dramatic or too much. They don't understand that acknowledging and validating her emotions is paramount to building a strong connection. We're wired to be logical, solution-oriented creatures, but sometimes all a woman needs is for you to listen, to empathize, to show her that you understand where she's coming from. When she's upset about something, don't jump into fix-it mode. When you validate her emotions, you create a safe space for her to open up, to be vulnerable, and that, my friends, is when the real magic happens. Number 4, and this one should be obvious, but apparently it needs to be said, don't lie. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. Once you break that trust, it's incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to rebuild. I'm not just talking about blatant lies here. I'm talking about the little white lies, the half-truths, the omissions. It all adds up, and eventually, it erodes the foundation of your relationship. A real man, a high-value man, is honest and upfront, even when it's uncomfortable. He understands that integrity is paramount, and he's willing to have difficult conversations rather than resort to deceit. Be the man she can trust. The man who always has her back? The man whose word is his bond? All right, moving on to number 5. And this one might surprise some of you. Don't be too available. Now, I'm not saying you should play hard to get or ignore her calls, but a little mystery and independence go a long way. When you drop everything for a woman, you lose that air of mystery. You become predictable and a little boring. Women are attracted to men with their own lives and passions. They want a man who is going places. Think about it. Would you be attracted to a woman who had no life outside of you? A woman who was always waiting around for you to call? Probably not. So keep nurturing your own interests. Spend time with your friends. When you have a life outside of your relationship, it shows her that you're not desperate. Number 6, and this one is crucial if you want to maintain a healthy relationship. Never ever compare her to other women. No woman wants to feel like she's in competition with your ex or that random woman you saw on the street. When you make comparisons, you're essentially telling her that she's not good enough, that she doesn't measure up to your standards. And let me tell you, that's a surefire way to crush her self-esteem and destroy any chance you have at a meaningful connection. Every woman is unique with her own strengths, her own quirks, her own beauty. Appreciate her for who she is, not for who you want her to be or who she reminds you of. All right, fellas, let's talk about mind games. I'm going to be blunt. Mind games are for children. A high-value woman, a woman who knows her worth, isn't going to tolerate being manipulated or strung along. Ignoring her to make her chase you, trying to make her jealous, sending mixed signals. These are all childish tactics that will only backfire in the long run. Women appreciate directness. They want a man who is honest about his intentions, a man who communicates clearly and respectfully. If you're interested in her, let her know. Don't play games, don't make her guess, and don't waste her time. Fellas, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you can stop trying. Relationships take work, constant effort, and a willingness to show up for your partner day after day. Too many men get comfortable once they're in a relationship. They stop doing the things they did to win her over in the first place. The date nights stop, the compliments fade, and the romance fizzles. Let me tell you something. Women need to feel appreciated. They need to know that you still desire them, that you're still putting in the effort to keep the spark alive. So, keep dating her. Surprise her with thoughtful gestures. Tell her how beautiful she looks, even if it's just in her sweatpants. If you put in the effort, if you nurture it with love and attention, it will flourish. And finally, number 9. And this one is a big one. Don't try to control her. A real man, a high-value man, understands that a woman is not a possession. She's not a project to be fixed. And she's certainly not someone to be controlled. Trying to dictate what she wears, who she talks to, or how she spends her time is not only disrespectful, it's a recipe for disaster. Women are strong, independent individuals who are capable of making their own decisions. They need a partner, not a parent. They need someone who supports their dreams, not someone who tries to clip their wings. So let her breathe. Let her be herself. Celebrate her successes and be her rock during her struggles. Men, respect, confidence, and emotional intelligence will set you apart. These are the qualities that attract high-value women. The women who are looking for a real partner, a real man. Drop a fire emoji in the comments if you agree. Let me know which of these resonate with you the most. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more relationship wisdom. See you in the next one.